I got here this morning, Daniel was already changing oil because I was late. That's probably about 3, 4, 5 minutes late. Now he's eating, and I'm working. This is the first thing we're doing today. Getting this sucker painted. Because if I paint today, maybe have it completely done tomorrow, except for the inspection, of course. But this thing should be ready for the line. What tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, so I don't know. It should make it online tomorrow. If that box comes in today, the air control box, airbag box, we should have this thing on the line tomorrow. A little bit of buffing. There's not gonna be much buffing. You can see hood and the roof and one fender. So let's see if we can get this thing starting to go gray, silver, or whatever.
First coat. I put on 2 coats of adhesion promoter first, then 1 coat of silver.
Well, the silver is happening, but I still got, I think I'll put 1 more coat on, let this sit and dry and tack it off, and let 1 more coat on it, let that tack off, and clear coat that thing. Looks like it's blending in nicely. All right, Daniel just gave me a hard time. He just now said, "Why you been waiting to the end of the day to YouTube?" Watch him there. He thinks he's the boss of me. Look at him. Look at him. He's not my boss.
Anyway, bedside.
Okay, so we're gonna lay this bedside on. Daniel yanked the dash out of that thing already, and he's transferred some of the stuff from the old dash to the new dash, but he can't do the rest till it's in the truck. And we're gonna lay the dash out to make sure there's something we don't need to get into for this nasty area. We're kind of getting serious with this thing. What you see about inspecting?
So it's not going to affect it. You need the whole dash out to do what you want to do.
Let's see what. The what?
You need the whole metal cage dash part.
Is it bent?
No, I'm just saying if you're wanting to get to that floor, that shell ain't going to help you any.
Oh, wrong person. Okay. Well, we're getting ready to put this dude on here. We're kind of getting somewhat halfway, a little bit serious, not too much on the Dodge truck. We're not going crazy, but I gotta tell you something though. Listen to this. What? I showed them the Eco Diesel yesterday.
No, it's getting special
They know. Okay, but here's what I'm saying. We pulled in last night in this van from church. I come over here, I want to see how Waylon's making progress on his truck, you know. Pulled in here, I opened the door and got out and the van quit. I'm like, what the bull? So I start cranking it. You know, the first thing a moron does is, well, maybe it just shut off for no reason. So I'm sitting there cranking it. So we changed the crank sensor last night. Then Waylon got the bright idea of the coil. He said, I didn't even think about the coil, but it's kind of one of the more obvious things to think of, but I didn't think of it. So he took a coil off another vehicle and just hung it there, and it started. Well, there was a problem, so we bolted that coil up and it wouldn't start. Do that, figured out what that is. I have no idea what it was, so we started calling people. Well, I don't know what it runs with the coil not bolted, but it don't run with the coil bolted. So we're scratching our heads. So we come here this morning. Waylon's piddling around for probably a half hour to an hour on this thing. He found out what it was. Where's it at? Where's the problem? Where's it at? I'm gonna show the people. Let me show. What? It's out there. Okay, I'm not gonna walk out and show you. The coil wire had burnt on the exhaust manifold, and that was our fault. We put the motor in the van and we didn't make sure it was secured up out of the way. So guess what? We ain't perfect, but that took care of it. Drive it up the road, see if it shifts right now. I'm trying to get that thing ready so I can trust it on vacation. I'm going to drive it. I'm not going to drive it in the winter stuff, but I want to drive it enough to make sure. Stupid stuff like that. That could be really bad on vacation, and especially the ignorance. So I told my wife, I said, usually the problem is not the problem. It's finding out what the problem is. Fixing the problem is usually never the problem. It's finding out the problem. Sometimes it's the problem because it can be expensive, but you know what I'm saying. Rambling on. So he's going to test drive it. I'm hoping it had something to do with it not shifting correctly, but I don't know if I'm going to be that lucky or not. It seems as if my engine computer, which controls my transmission, has gone bad. Waylon, what's on right now? The Mission Machine? The Dakota. Okay, he's got my Dakota RT rat rod suspension. He's got that computer on. It's for the rat rod. This is suspension for the rat rod. He's got that computer on right now and it's working. Shifting and everything, right? Downshifts and everything. So the computer is the problem. I gotta probably, I don't know if I want to find somewhere to send mine off or try to just find another computer. I'm kind of scared to get an old one because the vehicle's so old, you know. So if you get one that year, then you still got about a 20-year-old computer close to it. So what I'm gonna do yet? We got this guy. Well, I don't know. This guy's painted. And if it would hold that shine, it's not going to. I'm sure I'll have to buff it. It'll probably dull down overnight, but man, that'd be nice if it would hold that shine. That would be really nice and highly unusual. So I'll probably be buffing that thing tomorrow. Probably. We'll just see what happens tonight. You've got to buff at least where I burned it in, where the clear burn in here. See that where it's dry. Saying buff that at the least. Looks like it blended pretty nicely. Well, the suspension pieces are here. What's wrong? What are you looking funny for?
I think it's bent.
Huh?
I think it's bent. I can get a socket on it.
What is that? Oh.
The pod's bent.
There. Okay.
It's got a busted windshield.
We better just junk it. We got the bed skin for the 17 Ram welded in place. That I know of, there should be no filler anywhere in this bed unless somebody bumps into it before I get it painted. The tailgate don't need painted, does it? I'm thinking the tailgate's okay too. I don't know. Let me look at it real quick. There's a tailgate. I think it's okay. So, one thing I'm doing to the bed looks like is painting that side over there. And this jam. Just clean these welds up and doing the paint process. Well, now we got the welds all grinded down. Come in here tomorrow, Lord willing, GA the welds again to smooth them up a little bit better. Sand the bed down, paint this side. We'll paint this side and we'll shoot some paint through here. Back in here. Across here. Kind of nice it up a little bit. Well, let's work on the beast. I'm trying to paint the bed tomorrow night. He's talking like, I don't know. And Daniel's blowing his truck out. We'll get ready to head home. Take Big Red van to town to get something to eat. See how it's going to do after the radiator's been changed. Hopefully it won't let us down. And catch you guys tomorrow. Well, it's 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm back from taking Big Red to town. We took the whole family. Except for Daniel and Katie and Waylon, but you know what I mean. So we get up there, we're doing fine, everything's doing good, air conditioner's working. We go to McDonald's, get our order, then we go to Arby's and get our order. While we're waiting at the drive-in to receive our food, the van quits. So the woman had a couple guys push us out of the way. So we was over there and I messed around a little bit and I hit the motor computer, the PCM, ECM, whatever you want to call it, engine control module. Hit it and it started. So I thought, well, I don't know what I'd done. There was a few other things I'd done too, so I didn't know what fixed it. What didn't fix it. Anyways, we went ahead to Taco Bell. And at Taco Bell, before we even got to the order thing, we was sitting in the parking lot and it quit. I was like, oh no. I told my wife, I said, just let me get out and let me do, different things and we'll see each thing what it does. So I hit the computer. First thing I did was hit the computer and start right up. And hasn't messed up since. But I don't know what's going on. I'm going to do some research on it. But Big Red's test run didn't do so hot. So we're going to try to figure out what in the world is going on with it tomorrow. I don't have a clue where to start. When the radiator blowed, it threw all kind of water on the hood. So I'm kind of leaning toward thinking maybe my electrical stuff got wet. I don't know. So I thought about undoing some of them and spraying some stuff in them. Then try it from there. So we'll drive to work tomorrow. And if I need to go to town anytime tomorrow, I plan on taking Big Red. She was going to go to town tomorrow to the grocery shop. Now she don't trust my red van. So I think she's going to try to borrow her mom's. So it's going to take a while before she trusts Big Red again.